Hey Run Junkies, I am recording this on, Wednesday, January 23rd. And by now, hopefully you guys have seen all of the Walt Disney World half marathon, that really quick trip, that last minute trip that I took down to Florida in January to run the half marathon down there. Hopefully you guys have seen all of that. But now I've gotten that out of my system and it's time to move on to my next event, which is Star Wars. No, it's actually not. I have another half marathon in a matter of weeks. I've definitely had Star Wars Rival run that whole weekend, and that trip that I'm taking with my family, I've had that on my brain. It has been at the forefront of my mind since I got back from Florida in January. I've been planning out costumes. I've been planning our park times and figuring out what we want to see when. I've talked to Gerald from Res Runs and we're already planning a joint meetup down there. When I know more, I will let you guys know. But seriously, I have another half marathon that has nothing to do with Run Disney. I have that coming up on February 10th, the Rock and Roll New Orleans Half Marathon. So what exactly does that mean? It means that since the Walt Disney World Half Marathon and the solid effort that I put forth on that race, I can now turn my focus to this New Orleans event. Now, because my effort in January was such that I wasn't going for a PR, but I wanted to see how well I could do. I'm very happy with my performance at Walt Disney World in January. And now looking at New Orleans, I want a similar effort, if not better, obviously, because it's not a Run Disney event. I'm not tempted to stop 1,000 times, but I'm hoping to lay down a solid effort. This will be another benchmark type run for me. I don't know if I'm going to PR. I don't know if I want to plan on doing a PR, but it's going to be a solid, tough effort. And Coach Christine laid out a plan between Walt Disney World in January and New Orleans to basically recover well and smart so I can rebuild my mileage back up to peak again in New Orleans just 4 weeks after Walt Disney World. The only thing is that after that effort at Walt Disney World and how great I felt about my performance at that race, and then I talked to a couple of you guys who have actually run that New Orleans event, it's a good course to PR. And as much as I would love to do that there, I do have that secret goal. It's kind of, that seed has been planted and I need to be very careful about how I actually execute that race, whether or not I'm physically capable of doing it right now. I have a lot more training, I think, before I actually hit that PR, but I know I'm close. But I think I just really need a reality check from my coach, because if the conditions are favorable and I'm gonna feel like I wanna go for it, it might be hard to hold me back. Now, a couple of, you know, you are worthless right now. You went running. Oh, what? You're gonna leave? You gotta make a decision here. I'm gonna start talking again. There we go, good. Now, a couple of things that I'm adjusting with my training as well. I have decided I'm making concerted effort to reshape myself physically. I am inconsistent at best with the cross training and the strength training and being stronger and developing myself into a stronger runner through strength training. I get to a kind of paralysis of analysis when it comes to deciding what I want to do on my cross training days, because the options are limitless, right? There are so many resources out there, almost too many resources out there right now. And it's so easy for me to just say, oh, I could do this, or I could do that, or I could do this, and then end up not doing any kind of strength training otherwise. So I'm taking on the Orange Theory Fitness Transformation Challenge. Here's what this is in a nutshell. It's over the course of 8 weeks, you go in 18 times, and what it's really tracking is weight loss. That's the only measurement, that's the only metric that they took at my first weigh-in. But I'm really not looking to lose weight. That would be a bonus, that would be a plus. What I'm really looking for is increased performance as a runner. If I'm going to hit that PR, I have to get stronger total body. No two ways about it. Just more running isn't going to do it. I have to be stronger as a runner, which will help me recover better in between those hard effort runs. That is my #1 priority. If I end up losing a little weight or my clothes feel a little bit looser, great. Are you done? Are you over it? Where do you think you're going? I will keep you posted on my progress, and at the end of that 8 weeks and hopefully 18 sessions, I will give you a full recap of how this transformation challenge went. 2 to 3 days a week, and hopefully by the end of all of it, I'm gonna look fabulous in my Star Wars costume. But that's going to be it from me and Mikko the Wonder Dog this week. Hey, come here. I know, you guys say goodbye to people. I don't want to. So next week I will be packing for New Orleans. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a plan, a rundown of what I'm planning on doing when I get there. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up if you like this video. That's it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go find your awesome, and until next time, happy running. He went running with me today. That's why he's like this. Actually, I have New Orleans Rock and Roll Half coming up in the next 2 weeks. Hi. Kiss it. I know I love you too.